So if you watched the video yesterday, that is downtown Tampa where I shot that video from. And we are south in beautiful Ruskin, Florida, just south of downtown. It takes about 45 minutes to get here. And that's where I'm coming to you from today. I'll put it up in the corner there, a little map of where I was yesterday and where I am today. So this town, Ruskin South, is one of our favorite places that's away from the tourists, away from downtown. It's quiet, and we love coming out here. This is a place you can actually get married, and the sunset will be behind you. And then they also have a private beach as you walk around here. There's the parking lot. But this private little beach area here, fire pit, is in front of the Sunset Restaurant. They have a tiki bar there, restaurant there, a boat. Actually, you might have seen the national news story. In the fog, he drove up here too fast, jumped it, and crashed right into that building. You can see where the different color is, and they replaced it. But anyway, so that's the Sunset Restaurant, and then they have a tiki bar and outside seating to that side. It's very cool. One of our favorite places, private beach, and then all the way around, and of course downtown Tampa is there, and then you drive 45 minutes to get here. So welcome into more of the places I love in Florida, but today's story is that eBay platform, the selling platform eBay, has announced that they are going to delay the fee increase for sellers that have high item not as described returns. So if you guys remember, in the last seller update, eBay announced if your item not as described returns, not all of your returns, just the item not as described returns, reached a very high level based on a certain metric, a percentage in your category, by categories, which I'll link that story down below, that you would be charged an extra 4% final value fees, which a lot of people were not too thrilled about. If you're a bad seller and your item not as described returns are going through the roof, now mine happen once in a while, but they don't go up to that very high level. It's a fair level, but eBay basically, from what I've read and what the news stories are reporting, has decided that they need more time to evaluate and get averages of what that very high rate should be category to category. This is how I understand it. And so I'm good on eBay with that. If somebody is being a bad seller, then they should definitely have to pay more fees. Eventually they should be booted off if they can't do business correctly. But they're giving us more time. So the old one said that it was gonna update by like October 1st, I think, and now it's not gonna update until February 1st. So that's November, December, January, February. So an extra 4 months to get your returns, item not as described returns down if you're too high, or for them to find the people that are being bad sellers. So that's the announcement from eBay today. I'll link as well the story. Everything that I talk about, I'll link below. The video on that seller update, the video from yesterday if you want to see me downtown, and the story about eBay delaying the seller fee increase, which came off of the eBay community boards. It's also been spread around on several other news sites that you're probably familiar with, so I'll link them below. But for those of you that did have some spikes when you started offering free returns in the item not as described rate category, then you will be good. Now it's category by category. Again, I don't have the percentages for each category. I don't believe eBay has released that. I'm gonna try to work on getting that for you, but I don't think they've released it. I think we're just gonna have to go based on the percentages that most people see. So I'm gonna ask a favor out of all of you guys and girls, wonderful viewers of mine. If you received that message about the item not as described being high or very high. Now, a lot of you received that you were high, but not very high. Remember, the fee is only if you go very high. But what it did show you was your percentage, and I believe it showed a lot of you where the percentage cutoff was of very high, if you were in the high where you could get to. So what I'm gonna ask from you guys is to put in the comment section down below the category and the percentages that would be the maximum you could go to, or the cutoff for being very high. And so it might change, obviously, from then till now. It may change from now until February, but I just want to kind of get a good idea. And then everyone who watches this video and reads the comment section down below will have a good idea of what percentage you need to be in each category of item not as described, or what percentage you need to be below to not be charged that extra 4% fee. And hopefully everyone that posts a comment saying closed section, it's all the same percentage. Hopefully everyone's being judged on that same percentage cutoff, and then we'll know that it's accurate. So that's just something I'm interested in, and hopefully you guys will share that in the comments section. So that's our update for today. eBay delaying the 4% fee increase for bad sellers, essentially, until February 1st, 2019. Enjoy the rest of your day, guys. I'm gonna enjoy my day. It's beautiful out here, man. It's like 90 degrees in Florida. And also, before I go, I am doing free store reviews for everyone, eBay store reviews. If you want me to take a look, I can look at Poshmark closets as well. Just shoot me an email, rockstarflipper@gmail.com, or preferably you can message me on my personal Facebook page. I'm not charging anybody. If you feel the need to donate to my PayPal, I'll put it down below as well. Don't feel like you have to. I'm doing them for free. It doesn't matter. And the last thing I want to say, which I probably should have opened this video with, and I might end up changing this to open the video with it, but very serious situation in South Carolina, North Carolina, the flooding. Even though the storm is gone, the storm is past, the flooding is horrendous. A lot of you guys know a lot of people in our community, one in particular, and I don't want to leave anyone out and single anyone, but Erin Hall, Asa Lady, she's on Instagram. A lot of you guys know her from Instagram. Looks like her house is being flooded right now. I don't have the full story. I read her Instagram stories. I read her Instagram post, and she's only been in that house for 9 days, guys. 9 days. I know they bought the house, and I know they put, you know, furniture and money into that house, and I know what it's like to be a new homeowner and put a lot of money into a house, and then 9 days later have the flood, you know, take it out is awful. It's terrible. So you guys think of her, and I'll try to get some info from her, and from anyone else who might need help with the flooding. Maybe we can start a donation thing or a GoFundMe or something. I don't know, but these people are in bad shape. And being that I live here in Florida, I know, I mean, the neighborhood just down from me flooded last year. We got very lucky. And hopefully Erin had flood insurance, because here in Florida, we have 2 insurances. One is wind and hurricane, and one is flood. And if you only have one or the other, you can be in a lot of trouble, especially when the floodwaters come in. So I'll try to get more info and post it on my social medias, but just keep those people in your thoughts, because the flooding is really, really bad. It's terrible. So we'll see what we can do. And if I get some updates on that, I'll let you guys know. Otherwise, enjoy the rest of the day, the rest of your week. Make some money, guys. And I look forward to reading the comments section. See you next time.